Greetings, Tomasio here at the Damiano Grotto. We have a grotto to the Damiano. The Damiano cross icon dates back to 1200 AD when Francis of Assisi came upon a church that had been abandoned and was in ruins. And Francis found this icon in the church, dusted it off and was intrigued by it, praying to it. Next thing you know, it started talking to Francis and told him to rebuild the church. So he went, and his dad was wealthy. He stole his father's linens, sold them, took the money, and started rebuilding this old church. His father didn't approve of this. He turned him in to the bishop, who publicly rebuked Francis for stealing from his dad in order to rebuild a church. So Francis got mad, took off all his clothes, gave them to his dad, stripped naked, and basically rebuked his father, rejected his father, said he only has God as his father. The bishop was embarrassed, put a cloak around him. Francis left. People were all calling him nuts, crazy. Okay, so his encounter with this cross did not lead him in the right direction. It really didn't. So before Francis died, he ordered this cross to be taken out of public view. He entrusted it to St. Clare, and for 700 years it was hidden. In 1957, the Vatican had this cross brought out of hiding for public veneration. And then next thing you know, we had the just horrible things happen in the Catholic Church. People lost their faith. Vatican II caused a great deal of problems for people. Young people left, vocations dropped. The pedophilia just went crazy. Evangelization went astray. All the devotions. We have like shrines. Shrine of St. Philomena just trashed, closed down. You hear what I'm saying? Okay, I didn't plan that. Okay, do you hear what I'm saying? Everyone's, all the Latin Mass people are so upset about Vatican II and everything that happened. And then in Assisi, Italy, is when Pope John Paul II had all the religions, shamanists and different religions come into Assisi. That was the place of St. Francis for an ecumenical religious gathering of all these religions: Muslims, Jews, Buddhists, shamans, Sikhs, Catholics, Protestants, just to name a few. Now, so we used to evangelize these people. Now we're praying with them, This was post-Vatican II, okay? Now, the pedophilia is just horrible. Now, the Franciscans are responsible, really, for this cross, spreading this cross, and I think it's horrible. I just discovered there's a phallic symbol on the cross. If you look at his stomach, you can clearly see the phallic symbol. Okay, now a phallic symbol is used in pagan worship. The Temple of Baal had pillars that were phallic, male genitalia, that they would worship male genitalia. So somebody put a phallic symbol on this icon, painted it. The original artist did it. And now we have this in the Catholic Church, and we have a pedophilia outbreak that's, the church is never going to recover from that. So there were some good things at Vatican II, trust me, but a lot of bad fruit. Now they're saying that Lucia, the third secret of Fatima, talked about a bad council that was coming, and that was back in 1917. So anyway, we have some serious problems. And God's not going to give up on his church, but it can't remain the same. So I'm here. God's called me to expose this. He doesn't want phallic symbols in his church. It's pagan. It's pagan worship. And he is not happy about that. So, I'm going to keep letting people know what's going on. I would recommend get rid of it. If you have this phallic icon in your house, I would take it down, take it out, get rid of it. If you have it in your church, take it down, get rid of it. Everybody's got to come clean of this pedophilia. And you can start by removing this because it doesn't give glory to God. And just look at the people in the cross, and they're all focused on that phallic symbol. It's their eye, the eye level, everything. So it's there. And Mary's moving, God's moving. I want to be on the right side of what God's doing. And clearly, Jesus said, my Father's house is a house of prayer. So he cleansed the temple, okay? That's what's going on now, the cleansing of the temple before the Master returns. God bless.